Today I'm working on a 2014 Audi Q5. The customer's complaint is a clicking rotational noise. Very, very common on this particular model. You also see it a lot on all roads and all the other models as well, but I just seem to see it more on Q5s and all roads. If you're going straight, usually it's not overly noticeable. Sometimes at low speed, under light acceleration, you'll hear a little bit of clicking if it's real bad. But if you turn the steering wheel side to side, you can usually get it to click pretty bad. It's usually on one of these, it's going to end up being a front outer CV joint. Let's see if I can get it to do it right here. Of course not. Sometimes just loading the car side to side, like I can actually hear it right now. I'm not sure how well it's coming through on the video, but it will usually sound like a pretty light click on these. You're also hearing a lot of creaking from this sunroof, which is another common problem I'll make another video about. But if you have a noise that's a fast-paced clicking, how about this? This one, it does it when you lightly load it to the left. There it is. Not sure how well that came through, but you can hear fast-paced clicking. It's going to be a CV joint. So I'll lift it up in the air and show you exactly what to look for. But typically when you have a CV joint that's making noise, unless it's a cheap aftermarket one, it's going to end up having a torn CV boot. They usually don't just die of natural causes. Usually the boot tears, they get water ingress, and then the joint fails. So the only time I ever see it where they just fail is with the boot still intact, is on cheap aftermarket axles. But I'll show you. So lightly loading it to the left is making this one make the most noise. Sorry, the sunroof is also taking away from this video a little bit. It's so noisy. But yeah. All right, lifted it up in the air, and the CV boots on both sides are in good shape. You can see aftermarket axles are used. A dead giveaway is incorrect clamps. These aftermarket clamps, as well as the axles, usually rust out really fast when they're aftermarket. The factory ones are black and they have a sticker on them, and that usually holds up for a very, very long time. The boots are also better on the factory ones. These ones start to kind of dry crack, as you can see. They're kind of cracking all up, and even though it's not gaping open, it still has a bunch of play in this joint. So this is going to be the problem. I'm going to recommend replacing the axle with either a factory one right from the dealer or a GKN branded one, which I believe is the factory supplier. You can get those a little bit more reasonable, and those are the best options that I've seen. If anybody has any other good brands that hold together well, put it in the comments. I'm kind of curious to see. But yeah, so on the other side's aftermarket as well. I think it's a little bit newer. You can see it also has weird clamps used, aftermarket ones. And yeah, so that's all. Thanks for watching.